Hello, everyone who is joining us. Joining me. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Sybil. Um, it's time for the live stream again for Thursday. I forgot to post it in the group, so I hope that everyone from the group remembers to join us this morning. Or if one of you could go post it, that would be great. Today we're going to do the Art Joy of Sharing challenges, and I'm going to combine the mood board challenge for September with the pick a stick challenge for September because they look so similar. We've got these same types of colors in both of them, which is a complete coincidence. Peg made the pick a stick and I made the mood board, and we didn't see them together until it was time to post. I didn't even see her pick a stick this month until she posted it in the group, and then I posted the mood board, which is very September-y. It's got wheat and harvest and those kind of colors of the fall. That's the summer that's falling into fall, and the colors get a little bit muted from what the summer is, and you've got people out harvesting the wheat where I was growing up anyway, and that was kind of the feeling of it. Can't believe they match so well. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to put them together, and that will be cool. I guess Peg is not joining us today. I haven't heard from her in a week, and I'm beginning to worry because I messaged her to see if she was going to come today, and she hasn't responded. So I'm not sure what's going on. I know there's a lot of things going on with her own health, her husband's health, her house. Things are just not good for Peg. Hello, Lindy. Hello, Wilma. Welcome, welcome. So I guess I'm kind of going to be inspired. I just can't miss the sheepdog. He's so dang cute. If he was my dog, I would name him Titan Buff. Wouldn't that be a perfect name for that dog from the color? I really like these kind of spiral circles. I like the wheat. And of course, the colors are very similar to what we've got here on the pick a stick, pecan, and stream. Hi, Marie. I'm glad everybody's joining me. If you guys aren't familiar with the pick a stick challenge, this is for people who are probably watching this in a recorded version. I think everyone in here already knows what pick a stick is, but we pick the prompts, which are one-word prompts, from a big bucket of sticks, and it's probably got 500 sticks in it with all these one-word prompts. We pick them out. The rules are that you can do something before, something in the middle, or something after, anytime, but you do need to use these 6 prompts in order. And then if you get stuck on one, or you just don't like it, or you don't think it fits, you can use one of these wild cards and fit it in there instead, or you could use all 8 if you want to. And then of course there's the 2 colors as well. You can add a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th color, whatever you want, but try to make your art primarily the randomly picked colors. And I promise you, these are random. We don't make it up in advance. We just pick it, and what you get is what you get, and don't pitch a fit. And so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be inspired by some of these other things on the mood board, because the way the mood board challenge works is just some pictures, and you can be inspired by one picture or all the pictures or just the colors or just the shapes. Maybe you wanted to do circles and you just wanted to do them in red instead. That's fine. You're still being inspired by the circles. You might be inspired by the girl wearing a coat and a scarf, because that kind of weather's coming up for a lot of you. Sybil says that she's already half done with her pick a stick. That's cool. See how mine comes out. So to start out with, the first prompt is pool. And if you wanted to make a summer page, that would be awesome. You could, have pictures of your kids in the pool or something. But I'm going to use that as more of a technique. I want to use some watercolors, and I want them to pool up. But first, I want them to pull up around something. So I picked this stencil, which is a deco art stencil, and it has arrows. And the next prompt, that's arrow. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this stuff called Pixie Spray. This is an iCraft product, which is a ThermoWeb company, and it is a very light tack adhesive spray. And what you do is you just spray it on the back of a stencil. I don't know which side would be better. Probably this one. It gets them on there, and then you let it dry for a minute. If you want to, you can wave it around like, you know, a crazy person. You can just wave it and say, okay, I want you to dry faster. But the amazing thing about this Pixie Spray, unlike any other stencil adhesive I've ever been exposed to in my entire life, is that it does not stay sticky. Once you've used it once, it's not sticky anymore. And so if you want to reposition the stencil and have it stick, you're going to need to put a little bit more on, maybe not as much as the first time. But it just becomes lightly tacky, kind of like a Post-it note. It feels like a Post-it note. And then you can just stick it down wherever you want on your whatever you're doing. And now that stencil is going to stay there and not come off. Okay, maybe I didn't get enough down there. But anyway, you get the idea. Then you can use something like watercolors, which is really fun, with a big sloppy brush, which I forgot to get any water. I guess I'll have to pour some out from my squirt bottle because I forgot to get water. This morning I made the mistake of scheduling my weekly grocery pickup that I've been doing because I'm trying to keep the people in my family safe. I've been picking up the groceries, ordering them online, and then going and picking them up. And I accidentally scheduled that for 7 o'clock this morning. And then I'm like, I got too many things to do and not enough time. All right, so the colors we have are pecan and stream here. And then I also like this kind of yellowish color over here too. This kind of, this reminds me of Naples yellow, which is a color I'm totally in love with. So I think that's going to be the kind of colors I'm going to try to pick up here. Maybe a little bit of this brown down here mixed with some of this latte color will get me kind of that same color as the other thing. And I want to get a lot of water. I want this to really pool up. I need a lot of water. I wished I had a bucket of water. Might even get some water on there before I even start. But this is helping it to pool up within the stencil. And oh, by the way, this is going to be an art journal page. You can use the Pick a Stick challenge for whatever you want, but we generally do it as an art journal page, unless it's specifically for something else. Sometimes we make a tag one or an ATC one that has less prompts. So I'm just slopping that paint in there. I'm going to go for some of this color here. That's kind of the stream color. And I want them to bleed together. I want them to be married together. Because I think blue and brown is a really pretty combination of color. So I want to get it in there. I want to slop it around a lot. And then I think I'm going to bring in some of that kind of, I think it would be this one, the golden color too. So the water is really pooled up. I might get some more of that brown. Darken it up a little bit. In some places. Some of that latte color. It's kind of, the latte color is turning into kind of a peach, which is not what I intended. Why is it turning peachy? I don't know. Okay, so that's probably enough of that. Let's get that dry. Let's see. We need to welcome some more people while we're drying. Oh, we have Rhonda. Welcome, Rhonda. We have Trisha. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming. Oh, my stencil's buckling because I'm putting heat on it. That's not good. But I need to get this dry. I don't have time for its silliness. There's a couple places where I can blot it a little bit. Now, if you are someone who's obsessed with doing perfect, pristine stenciling, this technique's not for you. Just come up with something else because it's going to be sloppy, but I'm still going to get the stencil design even though it's sloppy. That's pretty dry. Let's see what we got. All right. If you want to, you can take that and try to print it again to clean it. Something else on there that's not watercolor. So that's pretty cool. Can still blot up a few areas, maybe dry a few areas. Hi Sharon, hi Rennie. Thank you, Peggy, for the comment about my coins. I don't do those coins. That's the first time I've ever done them. But I needed something to motivate myself because I'm just, I don't want to do anything with anything about anything. I don't even want to come in my studio. And so I joined a swap in the stencil club over at Stencil Girl. And it was coins, and I thought, well, that means I have to do something, right? To get my booty in gear and make some of those things that I've never made. So if you want to, you can come back in and you can add more sloppy watercolors around. It might be kind of fun. You could highlight some of those designs if you wanted to. I really like that blue. I think it's this one. This blue color kind of reminds me of this indigo color that I'm obsessed with on the other watercolor palette that I have. These, by the way, are the Arteza watercolors, in case you were wondering. It's I have a set of 60 tube watercolors from Arteza, and I just picked, I think this is a 24 palette. I picked 24 of them out, put them in a palette, and I was going for nature colors on this palette, so I thought that would be a good choice for this particular project because it is really about the fall and summer switchover. Okay, so I think I'm done with that background as far as that goes. Just going to give it another quick dry. Get rid of the water. It's buckling my paper pretty good. Yes, Rennie, Peg is not here, and I haven't heard from her in about a week. And when I messaged her, I direct messaged her to see if she was coming on the show today. She didn't respond, so I'm getting a little bit worried that something is going on. But I'm not sure until I can get a hold of her if someone will respond on her phone as to what exactly it is. Could be a lot of things with the way her stuff is going over there in Iowa between the storm and the COVID and the people being sick and her family, her being sick. It could be any of those things. All right, so that's my prompt for pool because I have the watercolors that pooled up. So let's be done with that one. That's step number one. And I've got my colors in here now. The next one is arrow. And I already started that one with this here, but I thought I would add a little collage as well. And I picked some different collage papers. Because, you know, is it really my art if there's no collage? Anybody who's been watching me for a while would probably say, nope. If there's no collage, she didn't do it. I picked some different papers here. This one actually has the arrow shape on it too. This is something from Gina B. Aaron's. I think it was digital, when we did one of the digital seasonal swap things that we do. So I might use that one. Also, another idea I had was to, ooh, that one fit really well though. That's perfect colors and shapes. This one kind of is a good shape for it too. Not the shape of the paper so much, but I could fix that. Maybe something with that. I don't know about this one now. This one's not. Well, yeah, it's got a bit of that stuff in it. But my other idea was to take some of this thin paper. This looks like it's some newsprint. And then I can put my stencil down if I wanted to make some more marks. Maybe on this side, because I don't really want that purple so much. And I got out, where did they go? I got too many things piled up here already, and it's not even, the show's just started and already I'm piling up too much stuff. That's how it goes around here. Here they are. You could do this with any type of a crayon, but I thought maybe this ink tints might be kind of fun if I could just get one of them out. Maybe this blue color. And then do some stencil rubbing, which is kind of fun to do with my stencil from Decor. And I could get some of that pattern with the arrows again onto thin paper, which brings that shape in again. Don't want that bit. And actually that side's pretty ugly too, so let's just tear it off. So something like that would be cool too. But I've definitely got a lot of these shapes and colors going, which is making me happy. Tuck that one under. Maybe I need one more. What else do I have? I have this one that has these shapes, these same type of shapes. I don't know if you can see, but they remind me of this same kind of a swirl shape, and it's also the right colors. So that might be a good choice. Well, did a bad job of ripping that. Terrible ripping job today. But that might be a good choice too, somewhere. I think this one needs to get away from this one because they're too similar. This one, and then maybe I'll add in this one somewhere. I tuck this one under. That one's a really cool piece of paper though. I like it. I like that. So maybe something like that. That would be interesting, I think. I'll just get the rest of these guys away. So what shall I glue? I think I'll just use a glue stick. And a piece of scratch paper so that I don't. I really like this piece, but I think it needs to be smaller. There, that's better. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. So I think I'm going to tuck this one under this one. So speaking of that digital background exchange seasonal thing that I do, that will be coming up this month. I forgot to talk about it in my vlog that I did. I forgot about it, but that will be coming up. And I also have some new Arteza products that they sent me the other day that will be coming up in a video this month, which is gives me something to do, so that's good. So I don't go completely nuts and just completely ignore my responsibilities in the studio all month, which has kind of been happening. So I'm glad you've all joined me. I forgot to post in the group that the show was on today, but if people don't know by now, come on, people, where have you been? Oh, whoops. I forgot. That's not activated yet. The ink tints. I just smeared it. This one's going here. Not sure. I'm not sure. So if I wanted to lock everything down, I could put some matte medium over the top of this, which might not be a bad idea. Just so that nothing smears, because you know I've got the watercolor on here too. No, I want to keep it so that you can see those round shapes. If you look hard enough, you can see the round shapes that I was going for. So I think I'm just going to put it over here. And that should be enough collage so far. And that brings in all those colors. If I wanted to, I could add a little bit more watercolor around, which I might do. Just to kind of pump it up a little bit. Some more of that yellow color needs to be over here. What did I do with my brush and my water? I don't know. I need to get some of that color going over here. Just, you know, do it like a mixed media person, not a watercolor person. Because I'm no watercolorist, I'll tell you that. But it is fun medium to play with, so I think I need to ground this a little bit over here in the corner. And so I'm going to get some more of that blue color. Just put it right here. Just to get a little bit of grounding going on. Maybe a little bit more right there. It's the tiniest bit of water. Maybe just get a little bit more of that color going on here. I think I'm getting pretty happy with that. My filthy water is not helping, but yeah. All right, pretty happy with my background. And I've got arrows. I've got arrows in more than one spot, so that's good. And cross that off my list. Brush clean. So let's see what people are talking about. It looks like Cindy was the last person to come in. So I think I've welcomed everyone. I'm going to dry this a little bit. My fingers are getting in there. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, let's see. What is the next? I'm going to do my pen on it to cross that off. Okay, I've got arrow. The next one is pen. And I think that I could just use a pen to draw because I do want to really feature this cute doggy that's on here. I just think an English sheepdog is such a cute thing. And we've named him Titan Buff. So I'm going to use a piece of dictionary paper to draw on because it's the right color, I think. And I want to put him on here. So let's draw a sheepdog. Does that sound like a plan? Gotta find a pen. Oh, quit, stupid drawer. How about a medium tip Faber-Castell? And I'm gonna try not to make any mistakes. That's the tricky part, right? And I think I'm going to start with the nose because they have like the cutest noses, and then they have like kind of these mustaches that come around the nose, which is hilarious, I think. I mean, it really does to me look like a mustache. And it even can come like a little bit underneath like a mustache, you know. Doesn't that look like a mustache? And then like this one in this picture, they like to have their tongues hanging out. Probably want to lick you too. Big tongue. This pen is really dry. I wonder if this other one would work. Got a little bit too much black. Dang it. And then you can't even, this one's not very, no, this one's even worse. Jeez. Might have to go for the 1.5 maybe. Then as far as their eyeballs, I don't really think you can see them. Not much. They got little eyeballs in here, but they're pretty much covered up by the fur. Hanging down. And, you know, just lots of fur. Then they've got ears that hang down like this. Pretty much. And then kind of like a body that comes down like this, maybe. A lot of hair on it. And their mustache probably just blends right down into it. And then legs, which come down into very furry paws. Might have made him a little bit too tall. He's probably a little bit shorter than that. And then, of course, haunches. Furry haunches. Still got lots of hair going. Does that look like an English sheepdog? Could you identify him if you had to? Yes, yes. Okay. Let's give him a snip out then. And if we have him glued down, we'll give him a little bit of color. Another one of the prompts, which is the wild card. One of the wild cards is color, which, you know, you could take that to mean like coloring like a coloring book type of color. Or you could just take that to mean color, any type of color. Okay. I think he is adorable. And I'm going to want him on the page somewhere. Maybe right about there. So that takes care of pin. And I also want to, the next one is attach. And I also wanted to have a quote. And I saved out this, I tore out this little piece of paper to put my quote on. And I think that that's going to be attach and pin together. I also want to do punch. So I don't think I'm going to stick that down yet. I'm going to make my quote, which I think quotes are great for our art journal pages. And I was going to use some stamps. And I started it on here so that I could make sure that it worked. I've got brown ink. This is Potting Soil Archival ink. Yes, Peggy, I'm going to color him in a bit because I'm going to use color instead of rag because I don't really want to use rag. I think that's a dumb word. That's just me. Dumb word, rag. Although it does make interesting texture. So let me get a baby wipe here. And I'm going to do a quote starting with some stamping. I'm going to stamp 3 of the words. I just want to make sure that I get them centered here. So it's always a good idea to stamp them first before you put them on your project. H A P P I Where's the L? There it is. It's probably between the K and M, Michelle. Duh. Okay, there's that word. It's not exactly straight, but we can get over it. And then this word is barely going to fit, so I'm going to need to squish them together a little bit. Squishy, squishy. And it's going to go all the way to the edge. S E P T. Thank you, Debbie, and welcome. I think you just got here. E. I have to talk to myself or else I'll mess up the word. September. September. ER. Oops, that one got a little bit won't. September, and then the last word is creatures. Which also just kind of almost fits. C. R. E. A. And he is crooked. Creatures. T. U. How many of you have been writing or stamping something on a page and misspelled a word? I am sure I'm not the only one who's ever done that. At least I hope I'm not. Come on, people. Okay. So I thought it would be fun and an interesting graphic to combine writing and stamping. So I'm going to write the rest of the quote in my ugly handwriting. Hi, Peg. Oh, I'm very, very glad to see you. I was worried when you didn't answer me. Okay, I need a small pen that isn't dead. Hopefully, this one will do it. Okay. Let's darken that up again a little bit. Happily, we bask in this warm September sun. Which illuminates all creatures. That's a quote from Henry James. Is it Henry James Thoreau? I think so. There. So that is my quote. Happily we bask in this warm September sun, which illuminates all creatures. And I'm gonna attach this because the next one is, of course, attach. And I'm going to attach it using some washi tapes. But as I do this, I'm going to put some glue. Oh, I'm going to glue this down first, just a little bit so that it doesn't move around while I'm trying to attach it with the tapes. Is that cheating? That might be cheating. Also, I don't really trust masking washi tape. Whoops, what the heck happened there? Wasn't exactly my intention, but it'll be fun to just get a little bit of funky tape going on here. Hey, where's the end of this? Wow, this tape is confused. Sometimes that happens. And I'm using tape that is the same type of colors as my background, of course. But I want to make it fun, so I'm going to use a couple different kinds. And I have this one that's a little bit darker. Come on, tape. Don't be a jerk. This tape is being a jerk. It's a good color, though. It's really that stream color that I'm looking for. Might just use a couple pieces of it here and there. And that is definitely attach. I also need to attach my sheepdog too, but I'm going to do glue. Oh, come on. This tape is terrible. I just wanted one more little piece. Just for balance. Come on. Don't be such a pain. Well, that's a little piece. But I guess it's going to have to do. Anyway, that is attached. And then I'm going to attach my doggy as well, somewhere right here maybe. Something else I wanted to do with my pen, I guess. I guess I'm not done with pen yet. Oh, wait. I wanted to do punch. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do punch, and I wanted to do some more with my pen. This is going really fast. What did I do with my punch? I have a punch, and like I was telling you, I really liked this picture with the stacked hay. And so I wanted to do a little bit of something like that. So I picked these scraps that look to be about the right color. And this is the other half of that other one that I tore off. I thought it might make an interesting circle. Then this is like some kind of packaging of some sort. I don't know. It's got interesting texture to it though. I thought maybe I would punch some of that. That doesn't really want to punch very well. You can see that's going to be a problem. Come out of there. Don't give me a hard time. I don't need your nonsense. Just trim it with some scissors. And I did want to add some of these circular shapes. So that one, my punch might be getting a little bit dull. It does appear to be getting a little bit dull. I thought it would be fun to just kind of stack some of these as if they were hay bales in the background here. Maybe behind the little doggy. Gives him a little bit more presence and also gives me some of those hay bale looking things. That was my plan. I actually planned a little bit, just a little bit. I tried to plan. So let's attach all of these. I don't know what happened to my baby wipe. Okay. Stick down. I'll have him there, so we need to get a few over here. Stick down, little weird paper. Yes, it does work to sharpen your punch with foil, but it's a good idea to put the foil, stick it onto a piece of cardstock or something, and then punch through it. It works pretty good. I've done it before. But of course, I'll just throw this punch back in the drawer and then forget about it until the next time I need to use it, and then I'll be sitting there saying, really should have sharpened that, but I never did. And it'll probably be on a live stream during a pick a stick challenge or something. I don't punch very often, so that's just how things go for me. All right, he's probably going to need to be on about the same plane. Get him down. Everything is stuck down really good. Doggy, doggy. I didn't mean you, Meeks. Meeks is like, what? Did you say doggy, doggy? That's me. I'm doggy, doggy. Okay, so that takes care of punch. I'm not going to use rag. Instead, I'm going to go straight for color. But before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit more pen work here. I wanted to, shall I do it with the Posca pen? Or shall I get that 1.5 back out? Maybe we'll do that. I wanted to draw, maybe just coming out of here. The pen's kind of fat, but You'll get the idea once I get started here. Wanted to draw some little wheat. I grew up in Eastern Oregon, and September was wheat harvest time, which made my allergies absolutely crazy. But I ended up marrying into the family of the person who run the flour mill where all that wheat went. And so wheat has meaning to me. Probably one of the reasons that I picked the picture that I did on this mood board. So wanted to add in some stalks of wheat, which says harvest, and I don't know, September. That's definitely September for me. I'm going to get out another little teeny tiny pen though in a second to make the hairs on the wheat. This does not want to go over that. After the harvest, there's always a bunch of wheat stalks that have been flattened, or they're the leftovers. And then the little birds, the crows and the ravens, a lot of those type birds come and eat it. So I want to leave some for them. Because they use a big machine to harvest wheat. It's got this big rolling thing on the front of a tractor. I think I need to get some new Faber-Castell pit pens. These things are all dry. I'll just draw a little bit of stuff down here for my doggy. Okay, let's add some color to this guy. Gosh, this is going really fast. I might have to come up with another project to make it through the whole hour and a half. What kind of color do I want to use? Some markers or some crayons? What do I want? Maybe some crayons, because I have them right here. I've got these crayons. And I think I probably need a water brush too. Hopefully I have one that has water in it. That one doesn't have water in it. This one does though. He definitely needs a pink tongue or a red tongue. For sure. That's necessary for sure. So that's kind of the first thing you see. And then I think his nose is probably a little bit brown, maybe. Maybe a little bit more dark on the top, or no, dark on the bottom. And I didn't make any nostrils. How's this guy going to breathe? That was mean. And then he needs I'm going to kind of make him brownish, whitish color because, I mean, I think they're often gray and white kind of. But the one in the picture's probably maybe one of those fancy hybrids. Because he's Titan Buff, and that's his name, I'm telling you. His name is Titan Buff. So let's just give him a little bit of shadow here. Make his little underpaws darker, make some brown here, and maybe some little bit here. And down the center of his paws. And maybe a little bit in the center where his hair parts. Around his eyes. And then we want to take this color and maybe add a little bit of that here and there. Just add a little bit of that in. And some in his mustache for sure. This funny little mustache. And up here. So cute. These dogs are so cute. I can't see having one in the house. I think this would be the kind of dog that needs to run, you know? Needs to be able to be running free outside. What color is this? This is silver. Really needs silver. Light gray. Add in a little bit of light gray. Get a little bit more color on there. Peg took off. Bye, Peg. I hope her life eases up a bit soon. So cute. All right, I think we need a little bit of white highlight. Let's do that with a Posca pen. Just gonna give him just a little bit of sparkle in his eye, you know, and a little bit of highlight on the top of his nose where the wet would be. A little bit on his tongue. Posca pen's a little bit dry too. Everything's dry today. It's kind of rude, I must say. And then we'll just add some, come on. Really don't feel like getting out a new Posca pen right now. Grr. Just kind of give him some sketchy highlights. Like you do. Thank you, Marie. I think so. Just Can't stand it. Too stinking cute. Yeah. What? I wonder if I have. What kind of pencil or pen do I have that's wheat color though? Because these don't really have a fine enough. Well, I guess I'll just do it with this. Let's see. Wheat color. Wheat color. How about this one? Raw sienna. We'll just scribble it out on this really hard, and then we'll pick it up with the wet brush and just add in some of that sienna color onto my little wheat stalks so that you get the idea that that's what they are. Because otherwise you might think they're, I don't know, those purple flowers, those purple wildflowers. I forget what they're called right now. They kind of look like this, stacked up blossoms or whatever. Then I think I want to add a little bit of shadow. So what color would I use for that? I would use Van Dyke Brown. Of course I would use Van Dyke Brown. Why wouldn't I? Give a little bit of shadow around these hay bales. They stand out a little bit. Some shadow around Titan Buff. The adorableness is just unbelievable and makes me want to go adopt a shepherd dog, which I don't think would be happy in my house. But it doesn't make me stop wanting one. Always got to do your shadows, people. You just got to do it. I know some of you resist it. But it makes such a difference. It really does. And I think this all ties together because Titan Buff is a creature, like the quote, and he's basking in the sun. Whoops, I accidentally got some white there. This is not good. I also think I need a little bit of, where did that, yeah, there it is. I want to put some of this around the edge of the page to darken it up. And that wheat still hasn't dried. I need it to dry. Not a lot of chatter going on today in the chat. You guys are all busy making your own pages, right? Maybe I'll just use this. Do that. Just gonna add a little highlight to my wheat. That's why I needed to have it be dry. And I'm just, where I've primed my white pen over here on the scratch paper, I'm just picking up that still wet Posca pen ink with my with my brush and doing some little highlights to make those wheat stalks stand out a little bit more. I think I might actually do a highlight right along the stalk too. Just a little one to try to make it stand out a little bit. So we're getting lost in the background. The background's pretty busy on this one, so I haven't been doing a lot of art journaling lately on my channels, but coming in October, we are going to be doing an art, well, I can't speak for Peg right now, but I'm going to be doing an art journal page every day. And we're going to do snarky quotes. That's what the prompts are going to be. It's like snarky, funny quotes, because this year just needs some more humor. So there's just nothing funny about 2020, you know? Just seems to be nothing but tragedies. So I've been making up a prompt list of all these funny, snarky quotes, and I hope that people will play along because I think it will be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. It's only 9:36. Yep, he has happy little hay bales. Happy little hay bales. Is there anything I've missed? That was color. And from this, I've got the hay bales, I've got the wheat stalks, and I've got the dog, and the kind of yellowy color. From this, I've got these colors and all the prompts. So I guess what we need to do is maybe do another little quick project. What do you think? It's not lying very flat, but does it look fun? I think it looks pretty fun. I've got the arrows over here. Got some watercolors. I like it. I like it. All right, so then if we needed to do something else, what would we do? We would do a tag. That's what we would do. So let's find one. I've got a basket over here somewhere. Where is that basket of project stuff? Just stuff. Somewhere here. Here it is. I think this is it. Yep. Yeah. Is this it? Maybe not. This might not be it. Well, this one's just giveaway cards, and I guess some of these need to be finished, but most of them are already done, it looks like. That's not the right basket. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Cool. How about a tag? Let's see. We got some tags in here. Oh, that one's just plain not finished. Let's see what we've got. Just half done stuff, you know. But nothing fun, really. How about we just do some collage over this ugly one. I want to use up all these tags that have paint on them already. And I've got a whole bunch of stuff here that I can use, of course. I've got baskets and baskets of stuff. We could use some of the same papers. If we wanted to stay with the same theme, color themes, we could use some of these. With this, I've got a stencil. I can basically make stuff that matches. Why not? Got a few minutes, 20 minutes. Do you think I can do it in 20 minutes? I got so much stuff everywhere. That might be interesting on there. That's probably enough. Let's get started. Let's get started. All right. Why don't we use this strap to start with? Because you know I like my verticals. So that one's going to go on there. Hi, Barbara. This is what I made, and now I'm making another thing. But where are some of those blues? Where did I use up all the blues? I really like these blue papers. Start with that one. Where's my stick? All right. Hey, stop attacking me. Yes, I have the Tim Holtz Snarky Quote book as well. And some of the ones that I put on the list are from that. But then there's a lot of other ones too. They're just tons. And they're so funny. And I'm going to try not to put on any that offend anyone, you know, because we could offend people. But so there's not any F-bombs or anything in any of them. But not even for effect. Get it? Effect. Let's get some papers on here. Everything is sticking to everything. Thank you, Barbara. That's using the Pick a Stick Challenge and the mood board together. That's what we did today, but I got done early, so that's them together. Not sure how I managed to get done early. That's just crazy talk. All right, let's get some weird ones in here. How about this? That's pretty fun. Use what you have, people. You don't always have to cut things out. You can just use them in the shapes that they are. Weird, wacky shapes. I think we need a little bit more of this one. I love that one. I think it has maybe, I'm not sure what it has on it, but it's a really cool piece of paper. I just really like it. That's already looking so much better. Collage is the answer. If there's a question, the answer is collage. That's what I'm saying. Throw painty papers at it, and you'll be happy. Need one more yellowy colored. Oh, that one is nice. That one is very nice. I guess that's one of the ones I just grabbed out. It's even got a little bit of like a browny color on it. Reddish brown. One of the artists I follow, and I can't remember her name on Instagram right now, because I don't really pay that much attention. I just look at the pictures. Isn't that typical? She's been obsessed with this palette that includes this earth red color lately, and I'm kind of I think it's contagious. I kind of want to get some of that. There's this Sennelier gesso that you can buy. It's a gesso, so it's like a, you know, it's for the base of your stuff, but it's this earth, iron oxide, clay. I don't know. It's just a really, it's a thing, and I've been watching her use it, and I just now want to use it. So we can catch things from other artists. Things can be contagious. I think my palettes do change based on the seasons. I'm just kind of a seasonal person like that, I think. I'm not the only one either. I know I'm not. It's like I feel like doing earthy red now. Well, why would I feel that? It's because it's fall. Even though here in Arizona, you don't really get much of it. It doesn't really feel like fall. It's still fall, so. All right, that's a pretty cool background. I like it. Might just need just a touch of acrylic blending with either, well, shoot, let's just use the same stencil we already had. Just keep on rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. And I need a spongy sponge of some sort. Some kind of spongy sponge. How about just a few of these little doohickey bobbers up here? We'll sponge them, and then we'll kind of make them not so pronounced by kind of blotting a little bit. Maybe a few down here. Maybe one right there. And maybe some going this direction. That's a good idea. Just to blend some stuff together. All right. I just want to get rid of that white up here. It's too white. Okay. That is looking a lot better. I found this, my stack of weirdness, which I thought might be kind of interesting on here. It's just a little, actually it was punched from when I was making these coin things. I used a little bit bigger, a bigger circle to start with, and it was actually over 2.5 by a full 1/4 inch. So then I had to make it smaller. So rather than wasting, I just made the smaller one in there. So now I have this interesting circle. which I think might need to be a different color. So I know what color I want. I want it to be like an indigo color, I think, because I really like indigo. I think I can just color it by just putting some of this on here. The dies that I had that I used for those coins, the ones that I have that are circles have stitching on them, which I thought was kind of bizarre. But it makes this look like, it looks like a stitch, like a machine stitch around the edge of the circles. Do I like that? I think I need a little bit lighter blue on it, just to kind of bring it to a little bit more life here, because it was on that brown color paper. It came out a different color than I intended. Well, that's interesting. That's actually more interesting than this. Definitely keep that. So that'll be fun to highlight something. Not sure what yet, because I need something to put on there with it. And I've only got a few more minutes, so maybe I can find something. Oh, I did pull out a stamp, didn't I? What did I do with that stamp? Things are getting lost. Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought that was pretty cool, and then the colors were the right colors. It's pulled off of a bubble wrap, so I wonder if I can get the, whoops, tore it right down the middle. And get the bubble stuff off. And maybe trim down a little bit more of this. But I thought that might look kind of cool on there. That's a good possibility. Something interesting. That's a possibility. I've also got a couple of these little paper dolls in here. Just random stuff people have sent me randomly. That one's too small. I think he's a little tiny guy. But he doesn't actually look bad with this tree. He can maybe be standing by the tree. I don't know. Oh, there was also a moon. I liked this moon. What would that be like? You could put this little girl. I think this is a Tim Holtz paper doll. I'm just talking to myself. I should probably look at the chat. Maybe she could be on there. And I could give her a ground. She needs ground. I like this scrap of gold. Gold. That's kind of nice. I wish that the printing on this was darker because it's kind of really pale. Oh dear, what happened to my situation? Forgot about that. That's pretty cute, I must say. I think I will put this gold scrap on for sure, but I've lost my, oh, there it is. Hi, Fran. Do I always use people? No. No, not at all. I'm just winging this. This is like stuff on the table. This is a tag from the table. These are things that are just sitting around on my table. And I think somebody sent me this little person in Happy Mail because that's not something I would commonly use, nor have I ever bought them. So, but I do know they're Tim Holtz. The moon could be the girl's head. That's interesting. I'm going to cut her head off. Sorry about that, girly, but that is cute. I do like the idea. Smart. Whoever said that. Karen. Thank you, Karen. That was a good idea. But then if she has the moon as a head, I'm definitely going to need to do some shading on this. For sure, for sure. Stay down. Be good. Then I'm going to need to find another bit of gold. How about some of this doily? Cut out just a touch of this doily. I think I need to cut it about right there. So on this side, and then it becomes a crown for the moon face girl. And she might even be getting some wings. Ooh, I've got 2 minutes. I don't think I'm going to make it. But I think the rest of this little doily, I've had this, it started out as a big doily, and I've had these remnants around forever. Forever. And ever and ever and ever. Can I get her enough up so that I could put these wings on now? I don't think so. Only if they can go that way, which is not bad. I do like that, actually. So see, I still have a piece of this stupid doily. I'm going to have it for the rest of my life. Here's her little wings. Gonna need so much shading, but I think you guys can get the idea of what's going on here. Very cute. And of course it'll have, you know, shading, highlights, fibers, maybe a backer, you know, that all that stuff. But it's definitely a start. And the same types of colors as what we were doing today, which was the challenge, the Pick a Stick challenge and the mood board challenge from Art Joy of Sharing. And this was just a little extra. So thanks everyone for coming. Please give me a thumbs up. You can leave a comment and or a question below. We're almost up to 1,000 people, so hopefully somebody will subscribe. If you're visiting on the replay, thank you so much for coming. And thanks all of you who joined me live today. I'm very happy that people show up. I keep worrying that I'm going to be here and no one's going to come. And like, no one will be here and it'll just be me. So thanks for coming, everyone. Bye-bye.